Welcome back to the second time I'm doing this video. How much money did I make this year as a part-time YouTuber, content creator, person who makes videos for you all to watch? And yeah, I'm still in a sling. Hard to see, black shirt, still in a sling. Arm is doing better. Thank you all for the kind messages and stuff on the community post that I made. Today, we are going over how much money I made in the past year. The last video I made on this was recorded January 15th of this year. Currently, it is December 17th, 2025. So not a full year, a month short. But what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be looking at all of the revenue of 2025 in total. And I think that'll be the plan for the future. In the previous video, I started making money at around March or so, because before that I was under 1,000 subs and you can't get partner with YouTube until you have 1,000 subs and a couple hundred watch hours. This year though, I started the year with 4,000 subscribers and ended it with 26,000 subscribers. Very good. I appreciate you all for subscribing and viewing the content and enjoying it. And we've made a crazy amount of growth. In that time, I have started paying for a music license thing. I honestly forget the company or brand that does it, but one of them. So I have some expenses now. I've also upgraded a lot of my setup. As you can see, new microphone. I'm using a Shure SM7B. I'm using the Rodecaster Duo as my mixer for headphones, microphone. So this is a crazy nice upgrade, but the TLDR is that I'm now able to spend some of the money that I earn on stuff to improve the setup. I think I also got a stream deck. I might have said that in the previous one, but whatever. Let's get into analytics. I'm gonna again walk you through what the YouTube Studio page looks like for people that either haven't seen my previous video, don't look at it too often, or maybe have forgotten since last time. You can see here that this is the Studio page. Over on the left side is the most recent video that you posted. It has some details and stuff that we'll go into later. The middle here is channel analytics, including views, watch time, and expected revenue earned, along with some top videos. These are all shorts. The stuff on the right here is trash. We have comments, videos, shopping links, members, subscribers, etc. And then a latest post. Oh yeah, this is me. Ouchie shoulder. So yeah, I am going to, over on my second monitor here, pull up my stats from a year ago today. What's very interesting, and probably the most interesting thing for me, my subscribers have gone up from 4,000 to 26,000. That is a little bit more than 6.5 times the increase. It'll probably be a flat 7 times subscriber increase by the time I hit January 15th, which is when I recorded that video. So we have gained about 7 times the number of subscribers. Our average views per month have gone up to 700,000. Originally, it was 115,000, so almost a 7 times increase there. And the watch time is at 8,400 hours, and now it is 32.8. So only a 4 times increase in that, and I will explain why in a minute. The most recent video that I posted is a tutorial, a 4 out of 10. I'm comparing it to a 2 out of 10. So the second best video that I posted a year ago was also 2.2 thousand views with a larger watch time, and that one is episode 50 of my Create Mod series. So increased watch time makes sense. It had a lower click-through rate, which I think means I'm doing better. I don't actually know. But the thing that actually matters is that the ranking for my past videos is going to be dramatically better. My top 2 videos in the first 1 day and 23 hours of posting, so actually really consistent. My top 2 videos were at 2.2 thousand views. I mean, here you can see my third and fourth are now 2.2 thousand views, and there isn't as strict of a drop off. 5, 6, and 7, and 8 are all above 1.5K. And a year ago, I had no other ones above 1.5K other than the top 2. So what's happening here? I at least suspect I am getting more consistent viewership. I'm making, I would argue, better and more consistent content, and you guys are enjoying it more. So let's get into the average views, average watch time analytics stuff. So as I mentioned, our views are up a crazy amount, 7 times more than a year ago today. And I think it'll probably be better if we go over to here. If we go to here, you can see that my video views are actually only 300,000 compared to the 700,000 total views. That is because this year-ish, I've started posting shorts, at least getting more consistent with posting shorts. With that, we are now getting more than half of our views from shorts, which is not at all surprising. The engaged views is probably a more accurate statistic. And then we're actually getting slightly less than my videos, which I kind of prefer. But yeah, we're getting a ton of views from shorts, a ton of subscribers per month from shorts as well. So, I mean, shorts doing well. Maybe you do that if you're an aspiring content creator, or you're better than me at content creation and you're trying to learn from me. I don't know why you would do that, but you could. So yeah, let's go back to this. We have 32.8 thousand hours of watch time, which is actually insane. We are averaging more than 1,000 a day, which is crazy. This is genuinely absurd. What's that? 1,000 people watch an hour a day or more? And it's actually probably more than that. The top content in this period are all going to be shorts, except for the ultimate guide to the create mod. And this was my top video a year ago. Let's see how top of a video it is. Oh man, it is consistently hitting 23,000 views per month. It was a year ago and it still is now. That is wild. But yeah, the ultimate guide to the create mod was one that I posted, I think in March or so. This was one of the ones I remember Linus Tech Tips talking about this, where it's like a slow burner type of video where it does very, very poorly at the start because your target audience knows how to do the thing that you're doing. So in his example, it was building a computer, the ultimate guide to building a computer. You obviously don't need to know how to do that if you're watching him consistently. So it is going to be a bad performer until it gets picked up by a wider audience with search terms, or just like looking up. I mean, I think we can actually probably check the analytics on this. Oh yeah, so terrible video performance wise, and then it just goes up. We are at I made $1,000. Holy cow. Okay, so this is another big thing. I am now making way more money from videos. We'll get into more of that. This video, probably one of 10 that have made me money more than minimum wage, which is incredible. This is insane. Minimum wage in the US is $7.08. No, $7.80? I don't know. One of the two. Basically $7. After tax, it's $6. This, I think, is pre-taxed, so it'll be taxed. It'll be like halved or something. We got 200,000 views since published May 5th. So less than a year, 200,000 views and $1,000. That is because this video is incredibly long. It is PG, it's about Minecraft. It's got good ad stuff about it. All of the things that YouTube wants you to do, this is. Watch time is incredibly high, 40 or 50,000 hours of watch time with a pretty high view duration for my channel, 15 minutes. That's actually not as high as I thought it would be, but again, this video is, what, an hour and 20 minutes long, so it's gonna be a bit of a challenge. What's really interesting, at least to me, is the watch time and percentage graph. You can see that we are at 33% at 18 minutes in. That is pretty standard for some of my other videos. Like my latest series, Create One Block video. Let's grab the analytics of this. I'm at a pretty consistent 33% at a minute in, or 18 minutes. It's pretty standard. And then it drops off, even though for whatever reason YouTube loves to promote this video when people search this type of thing. It has gotten me a ton of subscribers and a ton of money. This is actually crazy. I haven't looked at this in a while. But this is the type of video that you want to post. Only occasionally, because if you post them every time, nobody's gonna actually watch you. But it's great to find new viewers. It's great to introduce new people to the Create Mod, and it's good for long-term growth and revenue. I mean, number go up, and it feels like it's spiking more and more, like it's going up quicker. Can I see the last 7 days? Actually, it's a pretty consistent line, I would think. Yeah, so if we do it like this, it'll show the view per day, and it is so flat, which is kind of good, honestly. What I can do, this video probably took 2.5 hours to record, and then I would say 4 hours to edit. I had friends who have never played the Create Mod review it, give me updates, and then I changed quite a bit of it, so probably another hour and a half. So 1.5 plus 2 plus 4 plus, and then the review process was probably 5 hours in total of re-recording, re-editing it. 12 hours, 12 and a half hours. I would say that's an understatement, but that's fine. if we divide 1172 divided by 12.5, I made almost $100 an hour on this video. That's with the understated hours that I put into it probably, but that's crazy. That is, however, my best performing video maybe of all time. Let's look at something more reasonable. Let's do, and I'll even grab something that's a little bit better than average. 1 million stress units in Create One Block. This thing got, actually, let's do the one below it. 9,000 views. This is probably my best performing one block video. Yeah, that's a little bit more accurate. So since published, we have 9,000 views, 35 subscribers, which is very good, 1.5 thousand hours of watch time, and $40 made. Way more accurate and consistent to what I see otherwise. Yeah, as you can see, my average is that gray line below it. So it is 2 or 3 times as good. Watch time, it is way closer to average. The money you make is more closely related to watch time, since if people watch the video for longer, they'll get more ads served to them. So the views don't matter as much. The watch time does. So as you can see, it looks like up until at this point or so, consistent viewers of the channel have watched, increasing the watch time, and more of them have watched it, again, increasing the watch time. And then it got served to a wider audience that watches less of it. And so the watch time kind of catches up while the views are still relatively high. So that is kind of expected for a well-performing video. But as you can see, we made $40 on this. This one didn't take quite so long as my other one. I would probably say it probably took a full day to record. I mean, I'm playing Minecraft, so I would say 2 real hours of work to record it, plus 3 of editing, 5 hours. And then 40 divided by 5, $8 an hour on this video, above minimum wage. That doesn't include the actual hours that it took, but I'm playing Minecraft for fun, so those work hours count less. If we wanted actual work hours, it would probably be, what, 40 divided by 15, $2.50 an hour, but still better than what was happening a year ago today, where I think even on my top performing videos, I was making under minimum wage. So that's very good. And that means I am definitely doing better in video stuff. Let's go to just last 365 days. The last full year. Oh, actually, let's do 2025. That's better. I have had 7.4 million views, which is 1,000% more than last year. 341,000 hours of watch time. But this was, I spent 1,000 hours in the Create mod for, it was like a montage video that got a ton of watch time. You could see it did also spike the views, but not nearly as much as watch time. And then subscribers, yeah, around the same time, kind of goated. Revenue, I mean, pretty much a direct comparison to watch time, $9,000. That is sweet. I'm actually kind of surprised that it is this high. So this $8,814 is not what I'm getting after taxes. This is pre-tax. It's probably going to be closer to $6,000 if my math is right, which is still amazing. I appreciate it. This is still very, very nice. Very good for a side hustle, because it's $8,000 more dollars than I would have had otherwise. So that is very, very sweet. Let's go to, I think revenue has some more fun stuff about it. So yeah, so still in 2025, I mean, nobody's shocked, but made slightly more money every month because I'm growing in viewership, growing in watch time, growing in everything. And then Christmas happens, ad revenue goes way up. Up past $1,000, which is crazy, $1,000 a month. And then over here, you can see the videos that have made the most money. Oh yeah, this is the 1,000 Days Full movie. Can I open this in a new tab? No. So yeah, this video, crazy, crazy, crazy. Same amount of watch time as the other one, but that's because it's 8 hours long. I'm very surprised. We have 15% viewership in 3 hours in. That is crazy. But that's the one that caused this massive spike of $89 in a day. If I could do that every day, that would be insane. So yeah, these are the most money-making videos. Not really surprised. I'm actually thinking of making a new XP farm video with the broken cobblestone generator. So leave a like and subscribe if you want to see that. And then we have some other tutorials and farms and such. There is also a way, and oh yeah, revenue per 1,000 views. This is RPM, which is the amount of money you've earned legitimately after 1,000 views. This is, I think, just the estimated revenue divided by the number of views that you have. I don't know. Something. And then there's another thing called CPM, which I'm going to be honest, Oh, there we go. CPM, which is a little bit different. I think this is the expected revenue you would earn for every 1,000 views. I don't really know how this is calculated, but it is going to be higher than your RPM, or in the best case scenario, exactly equal to it. But this is 8, which is actually better than last year. I think last year it was 7. I didn't show it in the video, but there you go. And you can see how it is split up between watch page ads and YouTube Premium. I made $1,000 from YouTube Premium, which is crazy. I do think that most of that is from, again, the longer videos. I mentioned this in the previous one of these, where YouTube Premium works better for long videos, and then watch page ads work better for shorter videos. So if you have YouTube Premium, just put on some of my videos overnight. You might as well. And then, yeah, we could see we have each ad type: skippable, bumper ads. I don't know what that is. I think maybe at the end of the video. Non-skippable ads, display ads, and non-skippable video ads. Auction versus reserved. I don't know the difference. We can also go into memberships. I have made $183 from my beautiful YouTube members. Thank you all so much for joining the membership. Even if it's just for a little time, it does help me out. I have made $23 in the last 30 days. My membership tiers are, I think, $3, $5, and $10. They all give the same bonuses. If you wish to join it and support me, I would greatly appreciate it. And shout out to all my YouTube members. Oh my God, I gotta respond to you. No, hold on. You just joined. Okay, I'll respond to you today. Don't even worry. One of the perks of memberships is that you get immediate responses to comments. So I gotta respond to you. These are memberships, active members versus total members. Oh, I guess active members are people who have not yet canceled for the month. I don't know if that's how it works, but I think that's what it is. I suspect partially, or a lot of these are to see my members only content. If you wish to see those, they're either longer form videos or other things, like random stuff. I did schedule one, let them trade. Extended cuts of some videos and episodes are available for y'all as well. And then shopping and stuff. This is linked up to my merch store. If you want, the link is in the description. It's just kindlebubbledump.com. I don't think I make money off of these, but I do get product clicks and impressions, so you all see them on the video or like underneath or something. So that's just another way to get stuff. And then branded content, no branded deals, no brand deals, no anything, no sponsorships yet. But I will want to do that potentially in the future. For audience, I think this is kind of fun. Let's do 2025. My monthly audience, estimated total number of viewers in the past 28 days. So I suppose this is my average audience. If we go back, oh no, that's just my monthly audience in general. So a lot of you aren't subscribed. So you better subscribe if you're watching this. How dare you? And we also have the number of subscribers we've earned this year, which is 22,500, which, I mean, I guess shows that we've started at almost, or at least close to 4,000 subs at the beginning of the year. This is crazy. And I guess so is the monthly audience being 208,000. I mean, that's equally insane. But as you see, this has a lot of dips, a lot of doozles. And I think it's mostly has to do with the videos that I posted around the time. So this was when the Andesite Age, Brass Age, and Ultimate Guide to the Create Mod came out. This big spike here, along with the 1,000 hours of Create Mod Minecraft. And then this came out when I was posting, I think, 2 shorts a day, just catching up on shorts that I just didn't bother posting or making. And then down here, new viewers, casual viewers, regular viewers, very few regular viewers. Shout out you all. I love you all in the comments. I recognize you, even if I can't respond to everyone there. I try to read them as much as I can. Casual viewers, shout out you all as well. What's this? Watch your channel 5 months. Oh, over the past year. Okay, yeah, shout out y'all too. I haven't been a channel long enough for that to be a big number then. And then new viewers are the folks that I think just watch the short really quickly and then keep scrolling. And honestly, I do that too. And yeah, I mean, not really surprised. Oh, actually kind of surprising. The Andesite Age was more popular with new viewers than it was with casual or regular viewers. And then the 10 Create Mod machines need to have in your game, or this is the most popular there. That's very interesting. Obviously all shorts, because duh. And I think they're all, yeah, just shuffled around of the same type of short. Okay, what's something else that's interesting? Subscribers with all notifications and who have enabled YouTube notifications? Very, very low compared to the average. What the heck are y'all doing? Below average. Hit the bell, subscribe, turn on YouTube notifications, do something. You gotta know what I post. I post way more videos than you probably think. I do 2 a week. And you might only get some on your homepage or in your subscriber feed if you're not looking all the time. So make sure you do that. Age and gender? Oh man, this is gonna hurt. Everyone's a dude. And everyone is 18 to 34. So shout out to everyone that is of age, an adult, and also man. Shout out to my 5% female audience. Let's see, what's the math? If I have 200,000 monthly views times 0.05. 10,000 women! Shout out you all. The Great Mod is awesome. I appreciate everyone watching. And I hope this is a safe enough environment. I know the internet is scary and horrible, so I try my best. Top geography. US has my biggest audience, followed by Germany and the UK. That's not really surprising. I mean, I'm from the US, so shout out my boys. And then Germans, they love, what's a fun German? Contraptioneer? Walking chopping. But yeah, let's jump into goals for 2026. I am going to list base goals and then like ultimate stretch goals. Number one, for subscribers, I'm hoping to hit 50K by the end of next year. I don't think that's going to be that hard to do. I have been pretty consistently getting 1.7, 1.6K subscribers every month. And if I, on the low end, do 1,600 times 12, we get 19,000. So on the very, very low end, I will be at 46,000 subscribers probably. And then if I do on the high end, I hit 2,000 for a little bit, I'll be at 25,000. And that's if I stay completely stagnant over the last year. There's also the hope that my content continues to get better, continues to attract more people, and I get way more than that. So a stretch goal, I'm gonna say 100,000. There's no way I'm going to do it, but if I do, that would be crazy. I didn't think I was gonna get 25K in this year. I thought I was gonna get 10K. 20K maybe, and I should have said what goal I was going for because I kind of forget. Other things that are more abstract, I want to by the end of the year have a full-time editor because that's like my least favorite part of making videos. I am not motivated at editing. I like having a vision, but I just can't be bothered, and I don't think I'm just good or quick enough at it for me to be good enough at it to enjoy it, if that makes any sense. So by the end of the year, I'd like a full-time editor. I would also like to not spend my own money on it or like most of my current money that I'm making on it. I also don't know how taxes work or paying people works. So I have a lot of learning to do, which is going to be a bit of a problem. But that's going to be one of my goals. I think that one is pretty achievable. I don't think I have a stretch goal for that. I pray I won't need 2 editors by the end of the year. But if I do, that would be crazy. Some other more tangible goals, maybe. Let's look at our top 10 most recent videos. These numbers are pretty much double what they were last year. I think for a base goal, I'd like this to double again, if I can do it. I think I'm still a small enough channel where that is feasible. If I already had like 200,000 subs, it would be very difficult to double it. But I think it's doable right now. What that means is that my top video, and this could vary because, I mean, as you saw, when there's big bumps, there's big bumps. So we won't know. This, I feel like, has been a pretty consistent spread. If we look at total views for my recent videos, it's 2,000, 5,000, 3,000, 1,000, 5,000, 4,000, 3,000, 7,000, 1,000, 5,000, etc. It is relatively consistent. I want the middle median range to be close to 4,000 if I can get it. As a stretch goal, I'd like to get it up to 5,000. I mean, if I'm hitting 100,000 subs, hoping for 10,000 on some of my median 4 or 5 out of 10s. I think it's pretty doable with like my top tier goals. Let's go over to shorts and see what the analytics for those are, because honestly, shorts are something that I just can't be bothered caring about. They do pretty well. Ideally, what I want is for the engaged views to go up and likes to go up more so than I care about the views. I also don't really care about subscribers. What the point of shorts is for me is to introduce people who haven't seen my content to my voice, to my content. It's kind of how advertising works. When you are shown an ad, you're not like, oh, I want to buy this Dyson vacuum right now. It's that you remember, hey, Dyson is a brand. And then when you see a bunch of them, you're like, Dyson is a brand. And then when someone mentions Dyson to you, you're like, oh yeah, I've heard of them. And then when that happens over a year or two, you're like, hey, I need a vacuum soon. Let me look into Dyson. Let me look into Shark. Let me look into XYZ. It's similar to this. I don't care if you watch my video right now. What I want to happen is for you to be familiar with my content, familiar with me as a person, not dislike me. That's probably the biggest one. And be okay with watching my video if it comes up when you're searching for that topic. So the goal of my shorts is to get you at least introduced to me. If you enjoy watching just short content, then that's something. I don't really care as much about people who are specifically short viewers. I'd rather people that would prefer to watch long form content, since that's the content I like making. But if you're like, hey, I like watching this person's shorts, let me check out a tutorial, I'm trying to learn how to do create mod stuff. Since that is honestly what most of my shorts are about, they're either tutorials or like kind of quick excerpts from series videos. If you're like, hey, I want to check out one of these tutorials, let's go to the channel, we'll subscribe for some tutorials, and then eventually you'll keep watching more shorts to be like, this person's entertaining enough for me to want to watch their actual long form series content. That's what the goal is. I don't think I have any direct, what's the word for it? Like quantifiable goals for shorts, but I want to keep posting shorts. I want them to keep feeding people quick and basic, like instances of me that they can easily digest. And if they can't be bothered, they can't be bothered. But it's not as much of a investment on their part. For video views, number go up. That would be good. I would like to, what you can do on your actual YouTube channel is you can see, click more here and you can see total channel views. I want to hit 20 million channel views. I think that's pretty doable by the end of next year. The reason for that is because all my videos that I've posted so far, all 438 of them, will still continue to get views. While it's less, it'll still continue to get views. And I'm hoping the, like probably 80 videos that I post next year will help that along with the shorts, which, I mean, get way more views, as you can see, 400,000 in a month. So that'll be the goal there. As for my general content creation, I want to, and this is probably a mistake that I've made, I want to make more vanilla videos. I've only have like 5 or 6 of them right now. I want more vanilla videos. I want to only do one series at a time. And I kind of want to join either a more vanilla-ified SMP or do more vanilla-based create content like my Create Skyblock one. Createaholics has a ton of different mods. I think there's like 200 or so of them. My playing style is more kind of focused on very vanilla-like content with just the create mod and some basic create mod attributes, like things, I think Create Enchantment Industries is one that I really like playing with, but then otherwise it's vanilla. And I think you all are kind of in a similar boat, which is why my Skyblock series is doing pretty well. I also want to do more collaborations with other create mod creators. I want to do single one-off videos more often. That's a good way to get people introduced to your content, do all that fun stuff. And I want to get through a lot of my backlogged ideas for either tutorials or builds or things of that nature, because there's some really cool stuff that I want to do that I just have put on the back burner for all my series, which is why I kind of only want to do one series at a time going forward. That is going to be the case once I close out Create One Block and Create Sky Colonies and my vanilla world. The vanilla world's going to be on the back burner. It's kind of going to be building with B-dubs. I think I'm naming it Building My Forever World. So that one is going to be a very long-term series that whenever I have time, I'll jump into it. But for any like front runner series, I'm only going to do one at a time. I've gotten some feedback and it kind of makes sense that you all prefer watching one series all the way through and then starting a new one. So there's not a point in doing two at the same time. It stretches me thin. It makes the episodes stretched further apart, makes you less interested. And then even if you're watching both of them at the same time, it's a little bit confusing. So I get it, and I'll do that in the future. I think that's all. If you're interested in potentially being an editor for me, this is not a hiring anything at all, but if you're interested, I have a Discord. I will be posting any hiring or looking for an editor posts in the announcements of my Discord channel. So if you are at all interested or just want to join the Kindle Bubble Up community, the link will be in the description. If you're interested in buying my merch, the link will also be in the description. If you're not subscribed, subscribe, hit the like button, notification bell, subscribe to my membership. I obviously don't make enough money from this, so you gotta give me more of your hard-earned cash to look at funny videos on a Pixel device. And also like the video. I don't know if I've said that, but I think that's all. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye!